Okay, this is Moshe in Israel with very big, important breaking news. We know that the Gerald Ford aircraft carrier group is in the Mediterranean off the coast of Israel. They're in position. They have flown jets into Israel probably to meet with our Air Force and plan whatever they're going to plan. Ha ha ha. Greece has dispatched 2 warships to Israel. They are not aircraft carriers to support the Gerald Ford. The United States has dispatched the Dwight D. Eisenhower Nimitz-class nuclear aircraft carrier to the region, the Mediterranean. It probably is a week to 10 days away. They are dispatching the George Washington Nimitz-class 1,092-foot aircraft carrier that can hold up to 90 planes as well. That's 3 aircraft carrier groups. This is real, okay? And that's going to give you a total of 18 support ships with totals of approximately 2,100 missiles, Tomahawks with 500-pound warheads. Okay? The UK, Great Britain, has put their newest and best aircraft carrier group on standby, intending to launch it to the Mediterranean to support the Americans' ships. That's a big aircraft carrier, and the UK can fight. Oh, they don't have a big army, but they know how to fight. And there's probably going to be, with the 3 American aircraft carrier groups, at least 6 submarines that are going to stay hidden. And I don't know what the UK does. I imagine they'll send 1 submarine or 2. Now, this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. Zelensky is supporting, he's Jewish from Ukraine, he's supporting Israel like crazy. He publicly did the Shema in English, I think, but maybe Hebrew. He's telling all the world leaders they should go visit Israel. I think that's coded talk for send your military to Israel. That's what I think he means. Israel has not taken him up on an offer to send Ukrainian troops here. America is being defied by Hezbollah and Syria and Gaza. Now, don't buy into that Hamas and Hezbollah are not nations, because Hezbollah just evacuated the UNIFIL troops from the border between Israel and Lebanon to stop the fighting. So if they have the power to evacuate the UNIFIL troops, the United Nations troops, to stop the fighting, you better believe they are the government. Now, they're what you call a de facto government, not a de jure government. And the same with Hamas in Gaza, it's more like de facto and de jure. I think it would be de jure. Although they'll say they're Palestinian Authority, but they don't listen to Mahmoud Abbas. The fighting between Israel and Lebanon is now become intense. Soldiers on both sides have been killed. And the Hezbollah seems to be concentrating their efforts on the soldiers of Israel stacked up on their borders. Israel just called up 300,000 reservists, and now they're calling up an additional 360,000. We expect Hezbollah to issue a declaration of war against Israel. Perhaps they're waiting for Israel to begin the invasion of Gaza. It would seem so. A declaration of war means little because the war's already on. So we're taking a small amount of rockets and stuff from Syria and a reasonably small amount of rockets from Lebanon, Hezbollah. Now Israel is putting up shields, they called it, around the troops in near the Lebanon border. Now what this is most likely is Israel has these barricades that run up 25, 30 feet high, and they're 1 or 2 feet thick, and they're made out of reinforced concrete. And they're probably 18 to 24 inches thick. And they attach them with rebar to each other. So trying to knock them over with a vehicle is not exactly easy. Even with a tank, it's not exactly easy. So if you took a Peterbilt truck and you drove it at 50 miles an hour and hit it, you're going to chip the concrete and kill yourself. That's about it. Okay? I don't think a tank is going to do very much of anything because it can't get enough velocity. Even if it did, it wouldn't get close to the wall. They'd shoot it up before it got there. This makes it near impossible for Lebanon to get missiles into where the troops are. These things are 25, 30 feet high. I've seen these things. They're huge. And the troops are going to be closely behind the wall. So when you look at the line, they don't have missiles that can go up, cross the wall, and then come straight down. I don't even think America has anything like that. So that's not anything that's a realistic possibility to them. It stops gunfire. Mortars, yeah, maybe. I don't think so. It'd be a very difficult shot. Really, really, really. It's, I would say 98% of them would be misses. Occasionally they might get one to lob in with a mortar, maybe, I don't know. I wouldn't plan on it. Missiles and rockets, no. They don't have that kind of trajectory. They can't do it. They go like this. They can't do it. To clear the wall, they're going to land way behind the wall. Okay? We have plenty of these. We put them on trucks and we set them up. It's not a big deal for us to do it. And, they're not going to set up, 20 miles of this stuff. They'll set up, a few hundred yards here and there, and the troops will be behind there. Now, the tanks will have to distance back a little so they could shoot over the wall. Or the tanks will shoot in the gaps between the various walls. So whatever they're going to do, or we won't use them. We'll use aircraft, and we'll use our own missiles and helicopters and things of that nature. And the tanks and the mobile artillery will be awaiting the invasion of Lebanon, which is coming. So far we know there's Iraqi militia, terrorist soldiers. We suspect they're in Lebanon fighting with Hezbollah. They're also in in Syria, as is Iranian forces in the east, and something's gonna go over there. Turkey hasn't done anything. Egypt hasn't done anything. Jordan is still acting like they like America and Israel. Iraq is committed to this fight. Who did I miss? I think Bahrain and Qatar, nothing. Kuwait, nothing. UAE, nothing. Saudi Arabia, nothing. Oman, nothing. So America is trying to bring in massive forces to get them to stand down. And if they don't stand down, the battle will be so painful to them. Americans are fighting all around the world constantly. They're very experienced, like Israelis. And they're going to really dish it out methodically, The pilots are just going to say, oh, we got another war. Okay, this is our target. Give me my target package. Okay, boom, 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 boom. Very methodical. They're not going to get too involved. I welcome to start seeing American sailors and troops walking around the streets in Israel can walk over and talk English to them and, buy them a falafel or something like that. It'd be kind of interesting. if they get shore leave, they're going to start trying to hit on all the Israeli women, and that's going to be humorous because they're going to get a result that's going to be pleasing to them, but it's not going to be what they think it's going to get. They're not going to, bet them. Israeli women aren't going to really do that, I don't think. I could be wrong, but they'll be nice to them, That's if they have shore leave in Israel, which we don't know. They may be afraid of terrorism. The Arab population living in Israel has been 99% inactive. They're not joining in with Hezbollah, which is what I expected. And in the West Bank, the terrorist groups over there, of course, they are trying to light it up, but it's not working. The army's squashing them. The military tells us for 2 days there's been no infiltrations from Gaza. It's just basically the jerk through the fence. It's just the jerks that are still left here that are getting rounded up. They say they have 1,500 dead bodies of these terrorists, plus some captives. The captives may be included in that 1,500. I didn't get the clarity of it. So the bottom line is, as it stands now, it looks like Hezbollah is going to go to war with us. It doesn't look like Hezbollah wants to play scorched earth with Israel yet or at all and bomb civilian population centers, because Biden's going to get on TV and start calling them animals and, dragging more military resources in from the NATO countries in Europe, which are going to happen anyway. And this is going to be the UK, France, Germany, and Italy predominantly. And then some of the other NATO countries will contribute a little bit. The other NATO countries will contribute a little bit here and there, and it'll all add up, So on my Telegram site, I put pictures of these American aircraft carriers leaving from the war camp people on Twitter, and it's real. And the other two battleships are probably going to go where the Gerald Ford is, and they might, I don't think so, they might put some in the Persian Gulf. That'll be dangerous. They might go to the Sea of Oman, and that's dangerous, and they will likely put something in the Suez Canal, but I don't think it'd be an aircraft carrier, probably destroyers or missile cruisers or something like that. There also have been departures of nuclear submarines from America. At the same time, this is the 9th and 10th of October. Today's the 11th in Israel. So it is definitely going to go to a 2-front war, probably a 3-front war, and it may go further. The crazy Muslim states in our neighborhood are definitely dead bent on defying America. And that is going to be a very bad mistake for them, because Biden's going to dig his heels in and just keep sending more military resources over here until they submit and surrender, or they are no more. That's it. And that's the update for right now. I will probably be doing more updates as the day and the evening progresses, so you should make sure you're subscribed and click the notification bell to receive notices when I do a live stream. And to get on my Telegram, which is free, you need the app called Telegram Messenger. It's free. Everything's free. And then email me for the invite link. My email is israelgiving, one word, israelgiving, one word with the number 7, israelgiving with the digit 7 @gmail.com. Just put something in the subject header that says Telegram, and I'll just send you the invite link. You don't have to give me a discourse. If you like to, share things with me and put it in the email, I will read it and respond. And that is the update, and I send my praises to Father God Jehovah and his son Yeshua the Messiah, and I send my shalom to all those who love Yeshua HaMashiach. And for now, I am out. Oh gosh, what did I do? No, that didn't work.